G'day mate, and welcome back to Satisfactory with me, JD. We've got our space elevator over there still, and we've got our 3 smelters we set up last time. And unfortunately, they've become obsolete. So, between episodes, I went and... where's the iron ore? How's the iron ore? I went and rebuilt everything down here. Because I could. And it's all basically powered up, ready to go. So, I've now been playing long enough that I sort of understand the ratios and everything a little bit better. So we have a miner Mark 1, which outputs 60 iron ore per minute. And now we have the advantage of splitters. We can now split that into 2 belts. And you will take in 30 iron ore per minute and make 30 iron ingots per minute. You will also take in 30 iron ore and make 30 iron ingots. Great, done, problem solved. Over here, we're going to take in 30 iron ingots and make 15 iron plate. And we're going to do that twice. And that'll give us a crap ton of iron plate. And then that'll come out these 2 belts. Out to here. I'm going to take that belt up to over here somewhere. You belts, come here belts. Which means that runway belt can go away. Because I was just using that to get up and down. And I love the fact that we can, as long as we can see it, we can deconstruct it. And over here, we have, if I can run far enough to actually get on this belt, we have another belt machine. No, another plate machine. Which is also only doing 1 per 15 minutes. And I've got another one elsewhere that's doing 1 per 15 minutes. But it looks like a belt can actually support 60 items per minute. Which is nice and easy. 1 item per second. So if I put a merger in here... and then we go get our belts. And we bring that up even further. And then we run it into... let's pretend we're not going to phase through everything. And we bring that to there. Come on, materials. On you come. Yep, so we should have this gapping. We should have like a 1, 2, and then a gap for about like 2 in the middle. So hopefully this works in going through our merger. Oop! I jumped too far. Into our merger. And out of our merger. And we should have an almost fully compressed belt. Almost. You know, after this backlog clears. Although I have to say, I'm starting to think that it depends on what's on the belt, on how many moves per second. That's a pretty solid belt going out. Oh no, it looks like there's little gaps in there. Okay, we'll see. Hopefully that gives us a full belt of iron plates. Hopefully. Next on our list is, you can see the second smelter over there. It's turned off. It's doing absolutely nothing. I've actually turned it off and emptied all the iron ore out of it. Actually, speaking of iron ore, you don't do iron ore. Do you do iron ore? That's limestone. That's iron ore. Have some iron ore. So in rendition 2 of this base, I would really have a storage container, like somewhere between a smelter and a splitter, and actually take the smelter into 3, you know, into 3. The miner into 3 smelters, So I'd have a dedicated drop-off box where I could just dump crap and it will just get smelted rather than sitting in my inventory. Backing things up. Okay, so if we turn this miner on, I'm going to watch it power on because... Come on, there's no good vantage point. Okay, watch this baby power up. It's running again. We got iron ore, we're going to 2 smelters, okay? They're both doing iron ore. Nope, don't want to look at power. Again, we're doing 30 iron ore per minute. This bad boy's outputting 60 per minute. We're good there. So our 30 iron ingots per minute are being split. And we're taking 15 per minute this way to make rods. And 15 per minute to make rods there. Then this set of rods are being turned into screws in this machine, which again is taking in 15 per minute to give us 90 screws per minute. And then a belt out of there is going into our brand new spanking machine, which is the assembler, which will let us craft 2 parts into another part. And if we take a conveyor belt from there, we should have screws on one and rods on the other. And you are going to make rotors when I give you power. And we're going to new. Come on, rods. In rods. Go faster. Go faster. I want to see this thing kick into action. I just blew the network, didn't I? Damn it! Not enough power. Why do I split it actually there? Oh, because I got two. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay. So we want a 6, no, a 5 biomass burner. We'll get some biomass on the way past. Because this thing's rocking along. Is it that one? It's that one. But look at how much is in there. It does mean I still have to go out every now and then and hunt down more fuel, but... so a 5 biomass burner. Right there. Power line. How many do you have hooked up? 4. 3. So we've got a new power pole here. That up to there. Into here, and we're going to give you fuel. We're going to turn everything back on. Oh! Talk about that peak load. There. And might as well set up another one. Funny because a couple of minutes ago I actually had a whole power generator that was doing nothing. Literally all I've done is turn on 2 more smelters and suddenly need 2 more biomass burners. Okay, so everything's turned back on. Now we can go look at our machine again, which is really what I want to do. Several spots I can stand. I can stand on top. No, I want to stand here. Take a bit, make a thing, weld a thing, do a thing, and you're done. And now you're waiting for more parts. Now, so this needs 132 screws per minute, and we're only making 90. So according to this, it has a 31% efficiency. And that belt looks pretty damn full going in. Hi, big thingamajiggy bob that I don't know what is yet. So I need to look at either another one of these and merge a belt and try and get screws in faster, which is a possibility. or we can actually undercount the machine. And this is something I was looking at. So we're at 35% efficiency. We're using 15 megawatts. If I drop this down to 40% clock speed, and then we wait for it to fill up and run through a cycle, it actually severely drops the power usage. And you can now see it is running at 100% efficiency. And hopefully... Well, that's 7 and 15. 54. And we already know we're doing 15 and 90. So maybe I could take that up to 80%? $90. So we can lower the power usage of a machine by just changing the clock speed of the machine. So that is something to keep in mind. But actually, what I want to do is, do you have a stockpile? No. If I give you a stockpile, and then I put one of those in, I do that, do another one of those. Yeah, you can't actually output screws any faster. I need faster belts. There's 230 in the machine, you just can't output. Okay. So putting down another machine won't help. I'm limited by the screw input speed, which is 90. Actually, it's not even 90, it's going to be 60 like everything else. That's why it was already backed up. Okay. Alright, but it now means we've got rotors on a machine. Because that's what this thing... Nope. That's what this thing makes. It makes a rotor. So we have a whole new belt of materials that I want to carefully and cleverly worm all the way through the base over to our like central storage area. You're done with. Oh, can't make it there in one hit. Okay, so let's bring it to there. Let's bring that to there. Oh, actually, you don't have a feed in. That's right. I disconnected your feed in. So technically, you're not producing iron plate. Okay, I want a 4. I want to rotate the hell out of it. We're just going to go up high to start with, because this is going to require some spaghetti. From there, encroaching. Really? What are you encroaching on? That's ridiculous. I'll build a conveyor belt there. Belt from there. No, really? Fine, we'll just go around the power area. 4, conveyor pole, as high as possible. That one's empty. So if I go from there to there, come on, to there, encroaching on others' clearances. Probably going through this nightmare. Okay, let's climb on top of this machine. Okay, so I need to get from there to like here-ish. The other side of that one. Can I go the other side, please? 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 Thank you. It has the belt facing the other way. I'm now getting concerned. Yep, belt's going the wrong way. You, there to there. Crap, that was too far. Like I said, the gravity's a little bit weird. Sometimes I expect to fall faster than I actually fall. Okay, and you're also don't... Yeah, I don't really want to be falling off it. You're also going the wrong way. 3 belts. There to there. And then you're also going the wrong way. Belt from there to there. Belt from there to not there. Okay. Belt from where I'm standing to there. Pole. There instead. There to there. Excellent. There. Still encroaching. Okay. Pole. Turn the pole that way. Ha 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 ha! I made it. Okay. We've got a belt, which is going to have rotors on it, which are, I don't know, they're the next tech item we needed. Now, unfortunately, the open alpha comes out, the open weekend alpha comes out tomorrow. Which also means, unfortunately, the tech that I had available last episode, I no longer have access to. And I did attempt to turn off auto-updating for Satisfactory, in an effort to not get that update. I have
Amanita lardum or bacon agarate added to object scanner catalog.
So I can now scan for bacon. So unfortunately I don't have access to what I did have access to. Which means for my particular playthrough I'm not going to be able to experience a lot of that stuff that I did have access to last night. And literally, I was up till 3 AM, okay? I fully admit I was up till 3 AM playing Satisfactory. Select milestone. Have some nuts. Is that bacon? No, I don't have any more bacon, do I? That's the work in progress. That's the other work in progress. That's reports. Ooh. Configure, have those, launch. Oh, it's a mushroom. Oh, we've got mushrooms, don't we? Turns out no. Okay. But we're going to turn on that one. Can I have multiple milestones? Okay, so we're going to turn on jump pads, which is 200, 200, and some amount. Have some of that. Have, I don't know, what do you want? That. That's ingots. That's ingots. That's all I can really actually help you with. Okay, so we need you. Has iron ingots. Output ingots faster. And a stack of ingots I want to get rid of. You also have a rare stack of ingots. Like, things are backing up. We're actually not using stuff fast enough. That's the rotors which just started getting loaded. That's the heavy duty copper cable. That's the screws. That's the iron plate. No, I want to go down, preferably. Yep, fall damage. Awesome. 1, 2 of those. Nope, not that one. Not that one. It's down lower. It's that one. We want 2 of those. This one. Yeah, this one's doing absolutely. Oh, it's overcharged. Take that out. There we go, 160 megawatts. Yeah, okay. Have some of that, have some of that, have some of that, have some of that, have some of that. Launch. Okay, so we now got jump pads.
Milestone reached. Buildings aimed at factory traversal, including several different categories of jump pads, can now be accessed in the build menu. Caution is recommended during use of these products.
Caution, small shit. It'll be fine. Can't see anything going wrong. Alright, 200, 200, 500. 200. 500. Nope. That one. 200. Let's go a little bit higher. That looks like a pretty compressed. No, it's still not compressed. Okay. Alright. You. Give me those. And that. Have that, have that, have that, have that, have that. Launch. We now have walkways.
Milestone reached. After medical consultation, additional buildings aimed at factory traversal have been added. Walkways can now be accessed in the build menu.
Nope, I don't have the iron plate. Hang on. And then we'll unlock the color gun. And then we can call it done with that little mission. Okay, so you don't actually have any material. So you can have some material out of my pocket. You can have some iron ore out of my pocket. You take limestone, have... And again, this one, like this one's running at 66% capacity. Because limestone only comes out at 30 per minute. So, same story, I can actually underclock this factory so I have a better ratio and I'm a little bit more power efficient. Just those little things that I've picked up whilst playing. You have that. You also have that stack. You have a little bit of that stack. Okay. Next on the list was what? 100 iron plate. 100 and 100. We can do that. You. Give me another 100. Thank you. And not you. The concrete. Not you. Not you. It's always the other one. Third one down. Ooh. Done. Now we shall run through our spaghetti factory. Put that in there. Plus that in there. And then we're going to launch that. And it means, as far as our progression has gone, that is it. We have unlocked everything that we're allowed to unlock. Colour cartridge, which costs 25 flower petals. A colour gun, sure, let's just craft one of them up. You know what, actually, let's craft flower petals. Holy crap. Okay. Tab. Color gun. My ammo is good. Carlos interested pride painting. Color picker is currently unavailable. Well, that settles that. Alright, we will play with the color gun more in the next episode. I think that's going to be our answer. Yeah, the ammo just seems to be disappearing. I don't know how this works. Anyway, we're going to play with the color gun in the next episode, and then, if there's nothing left, I think we're going to go explore. Like, a lot of exploring. Like, lots and lots and lots of knowing where every single important thing is on the map that we possibly can. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this series up until today. Please come back tomorrow. See what happens tomorrow. You know, you never know what crazy ideas I can come up with. Anyway, thanks for that. See you in the next one. Bye!